stream.
Yeah.
And then Asus projector do the thing. Right click on the screen, on the camera. And I'll mute any other source that is like there. Hi.
Projector.
Yeah, Asus. Does it say projector? And
Open
then
source projector?
yeah,
Asus.
Asus. Thank you. What? Why is it black screen?
No, I did what you told me to do.
You must have done something wrong.
No, I didn't.
Late night stream today, man. I feel so off, G there. It's crazy. I wonder if I have a fever or something or what is going on. I don't. I've been out. I've been about. No, that's wrong. Or? Okay, I'll fix it. Don't worry. You. What are you doing?
To pay the same project source.
This is what I wanted you to do. Thank you.
So when did you want to eat?
Later.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Hey for life. I think gave you the wrong pills. No, actually, almost. Yeah, almost. See ya. Yeah, today I was out and about. I went to the store. Cause all the store is closed here on Sundays and stuff like that. And I am just feeling. I feel like my body's burning up or something. But I guess it's in my mind, perhaps. And then I was like, I wrote in the Discord that I would stream, but I really feel low. Like I almost feel like I'm gonna vomit, which is weird. I've only had breakfast today, and it was not a bad breakfast. I had, what's it called? Mushrooms with baked beans, like Heinz baked beans. Oh, you're on an airplane? All right, thank you, Frosty. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. And it's like, I was like, I'm gonna work out today and everything. But man, I don't know if I'm feeling it. I feel like I'm like coming down with something. So I decided I'm gonna be in bed, at least for now. And then maybe when after we've been here, maybe after some food or something, we'll see how we feel. If we're feeling better. I don't know. And then I'm like, well, it is Saturday. Maybe it's just okay to have it be like that. A little scuffed stream and just maybe plan the week ahead and what that's gonna look like. I don't think that's a bad idea for now, especially when I'm feeling like this. Do you ever have that? Like you eat earlier in the day and then somehow you just feel like it's not that what I ate was bad, but it feels like what I ate made me nauseous. If that makes sense. Hey Saber, how are you today? But maybe when I'm feeling low like this, I just shouldn't stream. I don't know. We'll try. We'll see how it goes. Planning day from bed. Yeah, happen to you as well sometimes? Okay, that's nice to hear. It's not just me then. It's like, in those moments, I kind of like doubt myself and I'm like, am I just a little wuss? Hey, Chicky Pack. We call it post-meal coma, being bloated and tired. But I don't even feel so bloated. I do feel tired, but I ate hours ago, so I don't know if it's like from the food itself that I am feeling tired. Hey, don't freak me out. How are you? Hey, Benya. Your Saturday night is saved. Yeah, normally this is not my streaming hour, but you know, I wanted to go to the store and do some errands because tomorrow everything is closed. But tomorrow for sure we're gonna do like our regular morning streams and everything. Now the question is, will I gather the energy to go work out today, or will we do that tomorrow? The nauseous thing is different, right? I think so too. I'm good, freak me. I'm good, I can't complain. Oh shit, I put the oil in my hair before I put this moisturizer in my face. Maybe we don't even need to put makeup on today. Do we need that? Yeah, I guess we do. Or maybe we just keep it mega basic. Like the most of the most basicest ever. Yeah, true. Hey, Buttring. If you need energy, you need Athene's motivation. Oh my god. No, don't say that. I don't need anything Athene right now. I'm just kidding. He's so nice to me. I feel mean. Like I'm talking him down now. He's great, actually. He's a good unk. He's a good uncle. Eyebrow. And you know what? I feel like I'm drinking a lot of water, but I am more dehydrated than ever. Like I have almost like a layer of dryness on top of my lips. What causes that? Is it just dehydration? Am I thinking that I'm drinking a lot and then I'm not? What's going on? Like I really feel like I'm like I'm in a desert or something. Completely dry. Well, maybe I'm just PMSing. I don't know. I don't think so. Cam quality is not good enough to be worried about makeup. Well, thank God for that. That's nice. You wake up every morning with a dry mouth and lips and you drink like a camel. Chill night stream is okay as well, love it, but waking up with morale is a routine. True. Yeah, I like the wake up streams. I mean, that's how it goes normally because I just have to. Let's put our morning song on, like our peaceful song. Hey, Sky Mason! 5 stream watch streak. Look at you go. That's like every stream since I came back, I guess. Maybe the creatine requiring you to drink more? Oh yeah, that could be it. And I'm also like bad at drinking in general. And then on top of that, like the creatine might be drying me out, yeah. You're not wrong. That could definitely be what it is. Alright, let's put this peaceful song on. And maybe it's PMS. Like I know all the girls are getting their periods and stuff. And maybe that's affecting me. When everyone is like together. Could be. No clue. I have no clue, man. Daddy long home. trying to empty this moisturizer flask. I keep forgetting to buy a moisturizer for my face. I'm running out. And then I'm so scared of using other stuff in my face because I don't want to clog my pores, because I get like acne really bad, like fast, very badly, if I do sus things. Like if I use sus products or if I eat sus things. Yeah. It really easily messes me up. In a sense, I'm so glad I went live, because when I go live, I actually, like, if I'm feeling this way, like if I'm feeling really low, I'm at least doing stuff when I go live. Because otherwise I would just be in bed and probably scroll on my phone and be like, I don't feel well. Why are you all sussy? Okay. See, I drank water, I'm already dry. What the hell? It's so weird. You get better, we get better. Win-win. Yeah. Wait, you get better? You get better when I stream? No way. That makes me happy. Okay, when you say that, it makes it all worth it. Now I'm happy. Ta-da! Fixed. Hey, OG. Maybe the lip balm helps. Okay. Hey, Santh. Thank you for the 5 streak. This streak stuff is pretty new, isn't it? On Twitch. That's nice. Great. Kinda. Sometimes it's annoying because it keeps spamming you with streaks you're about to miss. Ah. I did not know that. So it's like, oh, if you don't watch, it reminds you to come watch? Or something? Like, even if you're not here? Hey, Brown Bear. Hey, Corium. Good to see you too. Your neck is getting better? That's nice. I'm so glad to hear that. So many streakers in chat today, yeah. Oh, I see. Maybe that's why more people are watching the stream. Okay. I bought this planner. It's called Life Planner 2026. I think I showed this before, and then I bought this wellness planner. I've been using both of them. I can't decide like which one I like the most, so I'm just keeping to both of them for now. But I always seem to miss like one day every other day. Hey, Beastly. How are you? I'm good, Brown Bear. Life Planner 2026 sounds like life ends in 2026. Sus. I mean, it will if you don't start planning your life, apparently. I don't know. Alright. Oh my god. I feel, Brown Bear, you're asking me how I am. I feel like I have a fever. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I have a fever. Also, Morale, this clip lives rent-free in my head, and it's already 3 years ago. Bring back community games, please. Man stuck in sun. Oh my god, that was so funny, Bison. I cannot even, when I think about that, it was so damn funny. I loved our community game nights, and it's funny that you mentioned bringing them back because that's what I want to do. That's why also I'm renovating the room across, because I'm gonna turn it into well, it's not set in stone, but first of all, I'm renovating it to make sure that the room doesn't fall apart and that we're treating it and stuff, because of the water damage and the ceiling falling in and everything, right? It was really it was not in a good state, and mold was starting to occur, and so we treated the mold, and now I'm like putting the room back together and like renovating it. So I think after it's been renovated, what I'll do is turn it into like a podcast room. But since it's also in a podcast room, a lot of equipment and things will be there. And so I thought naturally what might be really good for me is to move my setup out of my room and like have my workspace across instead of in my own room. I've had my workspace here when I am here in Germany for quite a while, but when I first came to Germany in 2019 to this place, I had a separate streaming room for those of you who watched back then, or a separate like where my PC and everything was. And that was just, it's really healthy. Most people here have that, that they separate their workspace from their living space. I think I'm probably the only one that works from their room still. We're in Germany because I love volunteering for the projects here. It's a huge passion of mine, but we're not always in Germany. We're also in Prague quite a bit, but I don't tend to stream when I'm there. We're also in Sweden quite a bit. Although there I try to stream sometimes, but it never ends up being like, so when I stream or I'm more active on Twitch, I tend to be here. It's really useful to keep things separate mentally, which makes sense since you literally separate them physically. Yeah, 100%. So I think I will do that, but I'm not sure. Sometimes it's also really handy to just have it in the room because I work US hours, and sometimes there's just stuff that happens in the middle of the night. And if I'm in bed and I'm naked in bed because I sleep naked, sorry for the TMI, I would have to get dressed to then go to my workspace, you know, and that would be annoying. But then maybe, yeah, I'll figure it out. If you don't sleep naked, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I used to sleep with like always like a t-shirt and like a bra and underwear on. I don't know why I did that for so long, because I thought it was so weird to sleep naked. For some reason I thought it was weird. But then when I started sleeping, like, and if I would sleep naked, I felt like it felt weird. It didn't feel good. But now when I sleep naked, I cannot go back to sleeping clothed. Unless I'm around other people, of course. Oh, really, Saber? I'm like, I bring the cover all the way up. Yeah. Can just have like a bathrobe at hand. That's not even a bad idea, Chicky Pack. You move a lot when you sleep. I see. Gotcha. If you would sleep naked, you would be afraid to fart and shart on the sheets. Wait, do you shart a lot when you fart? Dude. I think you might have to go look that up. Or really reconsider what it is that you're eating. Yeah, I guess so, Brown Bear. Bison, it's 50-50? No way, you're kidding me. Y'all cannot be... Sharding is normal, it's supposed to happen? Noblin, no, I do not know. It's not normal. Unprompted, oh my god. We need to make a poll because I don't have that. And I'm worried for you now. When you fart, how often is it a shart? Why is this a poll that we're making on my channel? I'm so sorry. 100%, 90%, 80%, 50%. No, you can only have so many. Okay, I'm gonna do 100%, 70%, 50%, 20%, never. Okay, so always. Okay. Alright, please vote. This is weird. Starting the poll. I don't have the statistics on my charts. Don't you have a feeling for how often it happens to you? What is this poll? You tell me. You tell me. For me, it's like a once every 10 years thing type of thing. Yeah, same, Saber. I think it's happened to me once. I just picked never, Bufu, but like I should have put like maybe one that was like almost never. Oof, funny. Alright, okay, you're all pretty decently healthy, but like Bison, that's concerning. I'm concerned for you. Alright, so I'm gonna get my pen. I like these Stabilo pens. They're like from this brand. They're called Stabilo. They're so nice for planners and stuff. Unk detected in chat after this poll. Oh god. Someone picked always. Haha, very funny. Okay, we're gonna pick green. I like green. Maybe I have sweaty cheeks. Maybe you do. I don't judge you, man. Okay. Thanks for voting. Alright, let's see here. Today, swamp ass is the same as sharding. Wait, no it's not. Swamp ass is just when you're a bit sweaty on your butt. Or maybe that's because of the the quality of like the clothing that you wear that isn't like, yeah, oh yeah, it's not the same. Okay, yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good. I got worried about you there. Okay. Today is the 21st. We're trying to plan. If I'm feeling a bit better or more stable later, I will go to the gym, but I don't know. I don't know how we feel. I feel like I have a fever, but I don't know. You know when you feel yourself and like then other people feel your face and they're like, nah, you're fine. Okay. Plan with me. Today, on the 21st of February, 2026, what are we grateful for? What are we grateful for? I didn't know that was a thing, Saber. Sportlov, yeah, Coral. Yeah, you have sportlov now? Chicky back. Sweaty but Saturday with morale. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just warm. I don't have sweaty butt. I'm grateful for sandwiches on the go. They are, yeah, I'm also grateful for sandwiches on the go. That's a good one. Sandwiches on the go. Isn't it crazy? We live in a society where it's like we become so dependent on certain things that exists within like our supermarkets or whatever. Like I realized today when I went to the supermarket, I'm like, oh man, it's such a shame that they don't have the Hokkaido pumpkin cut up in pieces that I can just buy. And it's like, what a luxury to even have that in the first place. That's nice, Coral. I hope you're having a wonderful sportlov. How much longer is the sportlov going for? It's almost over, right? Hey, bestie. It's good to see you. You rarely buy pre-cut stuff? Oh. I buy like the pre-cut pumpkin because I don't know how to cut pumpkin and everyone says it's like a mess and takes time and no. But yeah, sandwiches on the go are so amazing. You know what I'm also grateful for? Chips. Like crisps. You buy pre-cut melons because a whole melon is way too much. The luxury of having almost any vegetable fruit at any time of the year, but that's so crazy. I heard that the fact that we have like berries and stuff off season is actually destroying the soil in like places like Spain and stuff. And because we're all like now kind of like very much Instagram eating, we take pictures of our food and da 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 da, so people want fresh berries rather than frozen berries, and because they only want to buy fresh berries, then because of the season, people are then there's not enough water to like water the soil for that amount of production in these warmer countries, so they started taking water illegally and installing like illegal water tanks and stuff that takes water from places it's not supposed to, and it has dried out like certain huge lakes and stuff in Spain or other countries like that. also that we can, in Germany, in Sweden, Denmark, I don't know if it was Denmark, in the UK and stuff, that we can buy like fresh berries all year round. Isn't that silly? And now like the soil is so destroyed and dry that you can't even plant anything on it anymore. It's so sad. Oh really, Timo? I don't know actually. Can ask Athene later when he's here. How was the mushroom dish that you made yesterday? It was good. It was good, but I forgot to pack it, so it was on the stove when I woke up still, which was sad. But I still think that's fine, so I put it into a container and I put it in the fridge, and I'm gonna eat it later. Is that bad? Can I die? Probably not, right? Oh, it was League of Legends in game chat. Timo, times have changed, man. You can't say certain things anymore. It's like you gotta be safe space. That's what it is. I think a lot of people are a lot more sensitive nowadays than in the past. I was so surprised when the girls, for like the day before Valentine's, we had a movie night and we watched 10 Things I Hate About You with like Heath Ledger and some other people. And the movie was so like good, but so different. Like at any point in the movie, pretty much I'd be like, oh, you'd get cancelled for that today. Oh, you can't say that. You can't do this. You can't do it. And it's just, what a freeing time back then when it wasn't as serious. When people didn't take things as serious. And then I feel like emotionally, like the emotional intelligence was also higher as a result, because it wasn't as sensitive. And I feel like if you protect yourself too much, you lose the resilience and the finesse of dealing with certain situations, because you just become so protected in your own bubble. Do I like newer times? I mean, it is what it is. I don't have a specific feeling towards it. If you asked me in the past, I would have been like, oh, it's so shit that things are changing and da 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 da. But nowadays I just kind of go with the flow. I'm not so bothered by it. There are other things that occupy my mind. Should be fine, just get it up to a boil again and it should be okay. For a restaurant, everything that went below 62 degrees, once it's considered not safe anymore. Oh. What is it at Davåtmarken? I don't know what that is. Imagine the reception movies like Tropic Thunder would receive today. I don't know what the movie Tropic Thunder. E13, how are you? It's good to see you today. So how's everyone's Saturday been? Okay, I'm grateful for sandwiches on the go. Last other day I was grateful for my bed and my colleagues. And before that, I wrote, I hate everything in my grateful list. And the day before that, I said, I'm grateful for Daddy Long, my bed, food. And the day before that, I wrote that I'm grateful for Michelle. And the day before that, I wrote that I'm grateful for Bashir. And the day before that, I'm grateful for my mom, Lisa, who's my coworker. I'm grateful for Bufu's flowers, I put here. And Bufu in parentheses. Michi's Coffee Company. People who watch my stream. Oh my god, I put that as a thing that I'm grateful for. That's unbelievable. Dang. You might play some League of Legends later since you're not banned. Nice. Poor Timo. So you do like me. I definitely don't mind you. Yes. You're grateful you're not lactose intolerant? For a while I thought I was. For a while I thought I was lactose intolerant. Oh, I see. I think I've seen a little bit of like people who like block roads and stuff with people, and then like someone had to like go to the hospital because their wife was giving birth, and then they were just blocking the roads. Was the lactose making you short? There was definitely something that was making me short, or just like needing to go to the bathroom. But I don't think I'm lactose intolerant. But then again, I have started, like, I went vegetarian. I started substituting a lot of dairy for like oat-based stuff. So maybe that's why. Although I still eat yogurt and stuff, and I don't seem to have problems. So yeah. Man, what are these topics today? What am I grateful for, chat? I'm grateful for you. I was really feeling low, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Maybe I just needed some company. I'm grateful for the ability to connect with people all over the world. How crazy is that? If you eat only vegetable, you become vegetable. David. True, but what if you don't only eat vegetable? What if you also eat tofu and egg? And do I take vitamin B12? Yeah, I do. I mean, Athene comes in here every single day and he gives me vitamins because otherwise I forget to take them. And in there is vitamin B12, there is zinc, there is omega-3, there is like hair supplements because I was complaining about losing my hair. There is, what else is in there? Vitamin K3D2 or whatever that combination's called. And then there's a Brazil nut. No magnesium actually. There's something else, some I don't know what it's called. And then creatine. Yeah, D3K2. I love you, bro, but Athene is one of the last people I would take a handful of pills from. He's all good, don't worry, chat. He's nice. Magnesium around 300 milligrams is pretty good as well. Isn't that something you should take before bed? Yeah, take your vitamins, chat. It's important. Hi. Oh god. You fell. Yes, Arrow, I am. Kinda. Isn't that nice? Cam drop. Almost. It wasn't really a cam drop though. Now it's a proper stream because of the cam drop. Aye. You always drop us, it hurts. I'm not the one dropping you, you're the one falling. Did I land on your new OnlyFans stream? There was someone else that came in and said, tell me you sell naked pictures without telling me that you sell naked pictures. I actually don't. Sorry. This is the closest you'll get. Get a small swimming pool in your room. Yeah, I should do that. Stay Christian. Oh my gosh. Damn. That's usually a good sign. Yeah, before you know it. Oh, I see, Aki. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Top 3 priorities today. Well, we did go do the groceries. My top... Oh, man. I was supposed to gym. That was a top priority. That didn't happen. That might still happen. But will it though? I don't know. I'm feeling really low. You know what it is? I had a really bad sleep. I had like the craziest nightmares I've ever had. Gym is the best. Gotta eat, get them gains. Just do a workout with Daddy Long after the stream. Bestie? That's so sus. You gymmed 4 times this week. That's quite a lot for your first week back. Did I? Have we been 4 times? Or was it 3 times? Or was it 4 times? I have a theory. You gotten sick while dancing and working out by an open window. The sweat makes you feel warm, but cold outside air can wreck you. For vacuum, you should get one of those robots. I bought one, such a cool gadget. Dude, I got one. And my brilliant ass did not vacuum the floor before I put it on. And you know, I have long dark hair. And I think I hadn't done anything in months. It was during the time where I was like really burnt out, right? So I had come back after a lot of events that were piling up. And oh my god. Okay. That thing broke in its first round on my floor. I kid you not. And it was an expensive vacuum too. That thing freaking broke. I mean, I think I can fix it if I like open it up and I start cutting like, cause what ended up happening is like long hair is like stuck in the rotation thing inside. And I think what I can do is I can open it up and I can cut those so that, and remove it, and then it will be fine again. I think so. And then what I gotta do is I just gotta make sure that like I vacuum the whole space before, and then the robot vacuum can just maintain everything. Put that on the list. Oh my god, not for today, right? That can be a in the week type of thing. I have very thick hair and sometimes hair cutting machines don't work on your hair. Oh, that's nice. Cut your hair short so the floor robot works. Dude, talking about cutting hair, I do need to cut my hair so badly. I've asked everyone here if they want to cut my hair. Nobody wants to cut my hair. Athene said he'd do it, but only for a goal, a sub-goal. Of course he says that, because he's a fucking sellout. But my hair is so damaged. I think I'm gonna need to like cut. I think I'm gonna have to like cut this much. Michi's like, I can't really cut other people's hair. I can only cut my own. Do I trust the theme? I mean, yes I do. I trust. I trust. Why so much? Because it's so damaged. I think she only cuts the hair of her brother. Trusting cutting my hair? Yeah, I trust him. Actually, I don't know. When you put it like that, I don't know. You cut your own hair during COVID? Last time I cut my own hair, it was a disaster. I could cut it, but I couldn't give you a haircut. Dude, you know what's crazy, Arrow? You know, Matthias used to do it all the time, and he used to do such a good job that it looked better than when he went to the barber at times. And I was like, holy hell. He cut my hair once. And I think he did a good job. He cut a little though, but like he did a good job. But yeah, it's very damaged. I'm taking hair supplements now though to hopefully help against... I also think stress makes you lose hair like crazy, actually. Isn't that so, Daddy Long? You're not losing your hair. You're just losing your fluff. Like, I need to like massage him sometimes because he loses his stability, you know. So you have like his ears. You saw Unc molested Daddy Long? When? When did he touch Daddy Long? Yeah, stress fucks your hair. See? I massaged Daddy Long and now he's happy. He needed that. Now his horn stays up. That sounds so bad. But like... Ha ha ha, very funny, bad. Look how happy he is. He's getting massage. He's getting some love. I believe he needed a massage. I believe so too. It's like the fluff needs to... It moves. The fluff inside of him moves. And if you don't nurture him, he's gonna get older real fast. Just like a real person. You gotta nurture the people around you. Yeah, look how happy he looks. I know, right? He looks so happy. He looks so happy he's getting his little makeover. He's getting some attention. What the hell, Beastly? Yeah. Yeah, it's good for his knots to not like get all... Alright, see you, Bufu. Yeah, oh my god, he's so stiff here. It sounds so stupid, but I actually think it's good for him if he gets a massage like this. Because otherwise the foam inside of him, right, it moves and it will just gather in one spot. And if it gathers in one spot, he will lose his... he will just get older faster and not look as good. Is there no like cheap hairdressers around? Dude, I don't know. You can refluff him like a pillow. Like trying to make sure he doesn't not have like knots. He looks so happy. Right? Sometimes he looks mega depressed, but now he looks really happy. What's Daddy's origin story? He's a Chinese character from an animation, Chinese animation that I really like. You can literally search Daddy Long and you will find it. So yeah. Oh, just search Daddy Long cartoon, and long with like 2 O's, like dragon in Chinese. Gently massaging your dragon will keep him happy. He looks so happy now. Okay. It's time to plan, Daddy Long. It's time to plan. Ready to plan with me? Okay. Is that real? I thought you were just trolling. No, it's real. He's from a real cartoon. It's real. I'm not joking. Why would I make that up? It's a nice show too. Like some of the videos are like okay, but there's some that are really nice. Like Daddy Long takes care of his wife when she's on her period, and Daddy Long heats up her hands when she's cold, and like he gets her a new laptop because her laptop is so old that she starts her laptop the day before she goes to work in the night before, because that's how long it takes the laptop to boot up. And so he does like different jobs to get her a new laptop. It's really silly. Like, it's silly, but I love those little shorts. It's a nice, wholesome character that I like, yeah. Hey Psyched, how are you today? Alright. Man, I don't want to do top 3 priorities today. I feel like I'm gonna let myself down. I just want to take it easy on a Saturday. Is that bad? Is it bad of me? Alright, so go to the grocery store was one of the things. I need to start working on our data deck. I need to do that today. Make breakfast for Michi. I did that. And we're streaming. How good of us. Hopefully, I will gather the energy to do like a little workout. That would be nice. Your well-being can also be a priority. Yes, of course. But that's like an interesting topic, right? Your well-being. What is my well-being? Sometimes your well-being is to do the things you don't want to do. Right? Are you writing in your calendar? Yes. I bought a life planner, and then I got like a wellness planner. I'm trying to figure out which one works best for me for 2026. But I like both of them. Do I write all of my tasks in my book? No, but this one is like a daily, and the other one is like a weekly. So for the daily one, like, yeah, I try to fill it out to get an overview of what I do. Why am I so tired today? Well-being can be doing stuff you enjoy but can't really consider productive. Going to bed an hour earlier can be good for well-being. Yeah. Dude, why am I so tired? Ah, I see. Hey Anna, how are you? How are you today? What is usually your most important tasks, Bestie? I'm good. I feel better now that we're live actually. Although I still really feel like I have a fever or something, but I guess maybe not. Balance is key, yeah. Yeah. I'm giving myself some time. It is getting late though. Do you think we'll make it to the gym today? I don't know. Did you take your body temperature? No, I didn't. I see, bestie. Yeah. I understand. Screw the gym, feels like you're overworking yourself. Consistency is better than random bursts of gym maxing. Yeah. Maybe. When did I get up today after streaming so late yesterday? Is your sleep rhythm good? I actually had like the worst night of my life in a long time, and I don't know why. I woke up like 20 times. I had nightmares, like the craziest nightmares ever, and I just kept waking up like every 30 minutes to an hour. So maybe that's why I'm feeling a bit low. That would not be so weird, I guess. And I got up at like 10:30, and then I answered some work stuff until 11, and then, was it 11? And then I messaged Michi, I think, and then Bashir came by and we discussed some of our work, and then I made breakfast for me and Michi, and then I just kind of sat down. I had my vitamins, I took it a bit slow. I went to the bathroom, I did my doo-doo of the day. What else did I do? Oh, and then I went to the store with Dana. I went to the grocery store, and I came back. And then I kind of had like a bit of a crash after I came back from the grocery store. I was very, very tired, and I was gonna just sit down and like relax a little bit. And then I did that for like an hour, and then I was like, you know what, I should stream, I should get to it. And then I just started preparing the stuff for the stream, like making sure we have the batteries and everything ready. And then I put the stream on. But I'm just feeling like so low. Fritzo! How are you doing? He has been super nice. We also gave him like a massage to revitalize him a little bit, and I think he really liked that. He looked like he liked it. But yeah. So I don't feel like I'm overdoing anything, you know? I don't feel like I'm overdoing it. I'm taking it pretty easy. It's not been a calm Saturday. What did I eat today? Today, the only thing I ate today was mushrooms and baked beans. Like Heinz baked beans and mushrooms. Cooked, and then I had it on 2 pieces of bread with avocado and a coffee. That's what I've eaten today. Yeah, it's nice to see you too, Fritzo. Did you eat some random mushrooms you found in the forest? Is that why you feel so bad? No. If I ate random mushrooms in the forest, like some magic ones, I wouldn't feel bad. I do really well with those. I mean, with the workouts and the renovation in the past couple of days, it adds up quickly if you're not used to physical exercise. I guess. Will I eat another meal today? I guess it wasn't that much. Yeah, I'll definitely eat more. Yeah, that's not enough. That was just breakfast, you know. But yeah, I do feel tired. I do have the meal. I do have like the stew thing that I made yesterday, like last night on stream, that I could just add on top of like millet and quinoa, and that would be pretty nice. I bought tofu today to add on top for extra protein because there's barely any protein in what I made. And we need to make sure that we eat a lot of protein. I think that is the most important thing. That's what I noticed, like when I went vegetarian, right? I really started becoming a lot more aware of my protein intake, because my skin started, after like a year of being vegetarian, I noticed that my skin elasticity was different, but like not in a good way. And I was like, what is going on? And when I started then drinking protein shakes, it very quickly bounced back to how it used to be. So I realized, oh shit, I'm definitely not getting enough protein. So I try to be mindful of that. You made Philadelphia herb garlic filled chicken wrapped in bacon. Oh, that sounds so tasty, actually. It's easy to undereat on a vegan diet. I'm not vegan, and I don't have a vegan diet, I would say. Although a lot of what I eat is plant-based. But yeah. I do think it's easy to undereat protein on a vegetarian diet if you're not on top of it. Yeah, brown bear. True. It actually takes some brains, which is the only reason the diet is not widely adopted. Yeah. And then having ADHD and like being forgetful on top of that is like a pain, man. Yeah. I'm glad I have a good support network, but even then, like with a fantastic support network, I can sometimes just like, you know. How much do you think we should cut our hair? Do you think, how would we look in like very short hair? Do we cut it this short? No, we don't. I've had short hair like this, and it looks so stupid on me. Have I ever had short hair? Does that even work with curls? No, it doesn't. It just looks like pyramid like that. It's not nice. I've had short hair. I've had short hair like here, but then like when it's curly as well, then it's like it's not nice. But I guess it also depends like how someone cuts it. Life is weird. We're here worrying about how to cut our hair and, you know, working out and taking care of ourselves, and in some places of the world people are like starving or struggling, or people are in gangs, or and somewhere far away there are stars. It's so weird. Yeah, Brownbird, true. There is so much snow here, Fritzo. Like crazy amounts. Can we have up-tempo music? I'm falling asleep here. Sorry, I'm just so low today in this evening. This is the same music we always have every morning. "100 years from now, essentially none of the current world inhabitants will be here anymore." Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sometimes Athene will just show me like a random old ass YouTube video, and I'm like, what are you showing me this for? And he's like, and he says one thing, and he goes, "Everyone in this video is dead now." And I'm like, bro. And then he looks at me and he's like, "Isn't that fascinating?" And I'm like, okay. Maybe, G-Ether. You never know. I mean, we certainly seem to live in like such a strange reality right now with all this AI stuff. What is the black thing down the PC? What black thing? This. That's the lid of my water bottle. Hey Herb, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Exactly, Chicky Pack. Yeah, the world is weird. You're doing well. That's nice. You could go to sleep right now. You're old. Dude, me too, Bingy. But like, I feel like maybe we should do something else. Hey, Fern. All right. Maybe planning today is not the most productive. Let's try and plan the week up ahead. Today is the 21st. A week ago, I planned to stream on this day, and I did, so I'm such a proud of myself. And yesterday we streamed. I did that as well. Proud over myself, keeping to the schedule. Did we stream on the 19th? We did, right? Oh my god, keeping to schedule. That's unbelievable. Who is she? No wonder she's tired. Am I studying? No, we're just planning our week ahead. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well, hopefully. You once watched a documentary on the history of poverty. It was 3 one-hour-long videos. It ended with, "Will we ever be truly equal? Will life ever be truly fair? At least death is. So good night." I was like, what the fuck? At least death is. So good night. Ah, yeah, I wanted to get the Nimue lotions. Get those next week. I don't know if you can get them in Germany based on like the conversations yesterday. Planning your week, should probably do something like that as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. This week you streamed 16th, 19th, 20th, and today. 16th, 19th, 20th, and today. Yeah, that's exactly what's in my planner. And on the 17th and 18th, it says no stream, no stream. I've done good. I'm proud over myself. I think Athene deep down wishes to make everyone equal. I think so too. I mean, he wants... He's a weird one. I mean, it's not weird. I think it's nice, but I do think his mind is not so normal. The stream's cozy. Thank you, Freak Me. I'm having a cozy time with y'all. That's how we're feeling today. So my goals for like, okay, so this is a February thing. Oh my god, we're almost at the end of February. Holy shit. Tomorrow I'll stream. We'll see about Monday. I've left it completely blank. Tuesday is no stream, and Wednesday no stream, and then Thursday there's a stream. Friday there's a stream, and Saturday, well, I haven't really put anything in there yet. I need to pee. BRB. I've been drinking so much water and I still feel so dehydrated. It's insane. What's up with that? I don't get it. Okay, Daddy Long, you're gonna keep the stream company while I'm gone, okay? Yes. Hey. Okay, be right back. I'm just gonna pee. What? I'm trying not to flash. Man, I do think I have a fever or something. Like I feel like a little weak or something. It's so weird. Yeah, it's odd. Maybe not. Oh nay. Hey Bread Rooster, how are you? Don't worry, Deadlong, we're planning a rescue mission. No, he's happy with me, I promise. I promise. Man, I peed so much that I'm wondering, like, why is it I'm drinking like crazy? Why do I feel so dehydrated still? Happens to you as well? Okay. It's the first time I experience it. To this extent. Like, of course I've been like dehydrated in the past and whatnot, but like to this extent, I just feel so weird. It's hard to explain. Maybe I'm just in my head. There's this part where it's like, oh, reflect on your life. There's also like dailies in this one, but I don't use it as much. It's usually a lack of electrolytes. Drinking water doesn't really help if you're dehydrated. What? What, for real? I did not know that. Are you serious? I had no clue. It's usually a lack of electrolytes. What? Damn. Well, you learn something every day, I guess. Especially you're peeing, sweating a lot, you're losing a lot of those electrolytes, so you need to replenish those, but just those. Not just drink water. Oh. I see, yeah, you need to retain the water. That makes sense. Eat a big salted chips and drink water fixed. Oh my god. I would love a bag of chips, but I'm trying to lose weight. As some of you may have noticed, I'm a little bit big lately. Like for my frame, for me. Eat something salty. If you pee more than you drink, then you should go for a checkup of your kidneys. Really? No, I'm getting worried now. Oh, I'm too lazy to make food. You can drink broth instead. It's low calorie and has lots of salt. Taking medical advice with the internet. Dude, that's me. Every day of the week. This week was full of changes in the strain. Give yourself time to adapt, Morale. The body will tell you what it needs. Hey Decimus, how are you today? Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, you can do this. What are you bitching about? Like, that's my inner dialogue, right? Well, okay, you went to the gym, huh? everyone does that. So yeah. Maybe I'm not so nice to myself. I don't know. I think what I'm afraid of is I don't want to bullshit myself. How are you doing, Decimus? Today we are low. It makes me wonder if it maybe, yeah. So what did you guys think of the stream with Anna Carolina yesterday? It was her first stream ever. Do you think she'll keep streaming? Or was it so terrible for her that she will never stream again? I really wonder. You're getting better results working out 3 days a week than when I went 6 days out of 8. Out of 8? Had some issues with low energy for a couple of months. Turned out I have a massive vitamin D deficit. Oh! Is it better now, Remco? Are you getting back on track? Do they have anything similar to Resorb? I don't know, actually. But yeah, I see what you mean with that's the electrolyte stuff. You think it went really well? That's nice. Will take some weeks probably. I hope you feel better soon, Remco. Yeah, that's rough. That sounds rough. Luckily, like I should probably go and get tested again, but when I went last time for like full on like health check, everything looked good. I just have there's a one part of my blood that is like low, and it's because I have thalassemia or something it's called. It's very common with people from the Middle East. Like almost everyone that is from the Middle East has this thalassemia or something. And you just like you fatigue easier, and like you're basically the way your blood flows, your blood has a harder time picking up oxygen or something. How is that written? I don't know. Thalassemia, yeah. But I think I have like a mild version of it. But yeah, I do notice like I can very easily like lose color in my face, and I can very easily, I get tired very easily and stuff like that, and it's because of that. So the only thing in my blood work that was bad was the indicator for thalassemia, but otherwise everything's perfect. Lick my balls, Nolan? I don't know. Heavy supplements and more walks. Yeah, I see, Remco. Yeah, I always try to go out and go for a walk in the sun. And then I also take supplements. You enjoyed the stream with Anna Carolina? Was chill, but at the same time chaotic, but in a good way. She's a very sweet person. What I love about Anna Carolina is that... Got him! What I love about Anna Carolina is that she is a very, very nice person, but she also doesn't have a lot of layers. She just expresses herself as she likes. And of course, you know, it's a little bit different when you're on stream for the first time and stuff. Like she has a little bit extra layers on stream because it's completely new to her, and she knows that you can't just like fully say whatever and stuff. So it was a new experience for her, but as a person, she's very non-filtered, open, vulnerable, and just great to be around overall. I really like her a lot. Yeah. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Anna Carolina, so Anna's Garden on Twitch. She just started streaming, right? You were there, bestie. Thank you for being there and supporting. It means a lot. It meant so much to me. Yeah, I don't know if me being her first guest was a good idea for her, because I'm also a chaotic person. So I don't know if it like maybe in her head she wanted it to be a certain way. I don't know. She's a very cute person. She's amazing. I really like her. Hey, Samoth, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? We're talking about layers. So either onions or Photoshop. Exactly. I like to see people as onions. A lot of people have a lot of layers. And I feel like as I've gotten older, year by year, I'm just starting to see more and more certain behaviors in myself and in other people. And I don't know. You've been good. That's great to hear. I'm good too. I'm good too. Today I think I'm having a fever, but I'm not sure. So I'm taking it a little bit easy. We're just chilling. We're just chilling today, everyone together. You cry every time you see it. Actually, I don't know if this means that the onions are bad, but lately, like the last 5 or 6 times that I've cut onions, I don't feel anything. Do you divide them in yellow onion, red onion, and spring onion? Definitely. The red onions, man, they're unhinged. You can see people crazily well when you're stoned. I don't know why. What? As in your vision? Or just their personalities? Even if you're chaotic, you can have a meaningful, deep convo with you. Unlike most people, which is nice. You really feel that way? That's nice, Decimus. Yeah, I value just honesty and being vulnerable. I like being a peeled onion as much as I can. It's to do with how sharp the knife is. No way! If you have a shit knife, you will cry. No way. Really, Noblin? Okay, so tell me, how does this manifest? What is it that you notice in who they really are? What do you recognize? Hey, Silver. Oh my god, that scared me. Hey.
What?
What?
You need your daddy?
Oh my god, don't say that. I
Is that
have
what it
my
is?
I have my daddy and
Yeah, but it
he's
doesn't
daddy
give you
long.
food.
You gonna make me food?
You literally messaged me to make you food. Are you fucking... I'm not gonna make you food.
Why not?
You gotta pay.
How? With my stream?
Yes.
No.
With your stream? Yes.
They're innocent.
I don't care.
Daddy is mean. It's just noodles.
No.
I'm low on salt, apparently.
Hype train level 5 and I'll give you food.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fuck that, man. Guys, what do you guys think? I'm some fucking cook? I'm a thing. Best part in the world.
Bro.
And if they don't want to give you a hype train level 5, then you make your own fucking food.
We're not gonna get a hype train level 5. It's not gonna happen.
Then you're not gonna eat.
Hey, Le Chef, guten Abend, Maral. I can cut 25 kilograms of onions, no problem, but eating a half and my tummy burns and I have to fart hard. And it is with all better have a sharp knife. Oh, really? Actually, red onion makes my stomach feel a bit hurting. I noticed if it's raw, but it usually is, right? Hey, JFG. Unk is here, yes. Hey, Ben. I see, Brown Bear. I'll look at that on Monday. Hey, Spartsum. Last meal for Hype Train level 5. Girl, please, just cook for your daughter. Yeah, just cook for your daughter, man.
She's not my daughter. She's a fucking 34 or 35-year-old MILF. maybe not the ill.
Did you just call me motherfucker? If you're a MILF, you called me a MILF and then you took away the ill. What is left? MF. Yeah, I know Decimus. Don't mind him.
Decimus is there. That guy
Oh,
has
no.
deep pockets. Maybe he can.
It's okay, if you're not gonna help, then you can leave. I don't need this.
You don't need this? Give me the sign. The sign. You gotta do it in front of me or I don't get it.
Please, just be supportive.
Yeah, I'll be supportive.
Why is Athene in the corner like he's in detention? Hey, Voromir. Athene is not the father. He's the stepdad. Check your lore chat. Ay, ay, ay. Athene, I think I have a fever. Bashir. I think I have a fever.
Okay.
True, Chicky back.
I'll,
Okay. Sick, low on salt, and just when you think it can't get any worse, Athene shows up. Sad. Ay, ay, ay. Stream. Wait, is this a gang sign? No. This is not a gang sign, is it? What gang? What gang does this? Oh my god. Ain't no way. Hey Chimmy, how are you doing? The Twitch gang? True. I felt that way. You come to my place and I'll have 40 kilograms of fries for tomorrow. When? Where? Wait, I have a fever, I think.
I need to think. I'll be back soon.
Huh? Oh my god, Vinit Designs, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated for the prime. I'm cooking potatoes right now. You can have some. Oh, I would love some. Fevers are a good thing? Really? Is it so? Is Vinit Designs just Athene on a separate account? Literally, he walked out the room, dropped the prime on some random account. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Designs. I'm joking. I'm not calling you Athene. That would be mean. Hey, Faz. Fine. Yeah. Oh, God. Imagine. Bro. What's up, Vinit Designs? How you doing?
Why you speak like that?
I just wanted to test something.
Do you want me to check your fever?
Yeah, please.
This is a Supo thermometer.
Where?
I have a thermometer for the Supo.
What is a super thermometer?
It goes in the butthole.
No! I don't want that. What is...
I want to measure your
Why do you have that?
I want to measure your temperature accordingly.
What do you mean
do
accordingly?
you think I should correctly measure her temperature?
No!
In the buttsy.
No, not.
Time to
not
turn
there.
around.
No. Nowhere. What? Get away! Get along.
Moral. Moral. Get ready for the thermometer.
What the fuck?
I'm really good at temperature.
Why are you doing? What are you doing?
This is the
Why
thermometer.
Why did you lick your little finger?
So it glues
Into what?
into the butt.
No. Can you not just feel my forehead like a normal person?
So why is there no hype train ongoing? Oh, what? There is. Who did that? Who was that?
I thought that was you on a separate account.
You thought I went there to do it quickly.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't.
Ay. Hey, can you feel my forehead?
Oh yeah, one sec.
Please?
One sec.
Thank you, Venet Designs, for the Prime. I appreciate it. Dude, I feel like my whole body's burning up. Something's definitely going on. But you know, every time when I was a kid and I asked like someone like a parent or like a thank you to check my temperature or like put their hand on my face, they're like, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think anyone's ever touched me and said, yeah, you have a fever. Many colds going around these times. Oh, you caught something last week? Oh no. Why did you lick your little finger?
One sec.
Phrasing. Anyone's parents touching you. Finish the sentence. What? Athena is weird but misunderstood too.
I'll be right back. I need to run around.
But can you at least feel my forehead?
I'll do that.
Do I have a fever?
No, you don't.
I think I do.
No, you don't. You want me to go get a temperature?
Not the butthole temperature thing.
Okay.
Thank you. That's nice of you. See? Hey, Legionnaire. I feel like I am. I really feel like I'm sick or I'm coming down with something. Athena's weird but misunderstood too. I believe he's smarter than most people, so it's like you call people weird and smart at the same time if you call them Athene by mistake. Huh? Oh. Hey Seth, how are you? Yeah, oh man. I don't know. Maybe if I eat, I will feel better. It's not only for the butt, you can also put it on your mouth. Oh my god, you know what I'm gonna do? Do I have relatives still in Iran? Yeah, I do. A big portion of my family are in Iran. It's a big reason I didn't stream earlier in the year. It was just too stressful, like And then we also had death in the family, and I was dealing with the burnout. It was just a lot. I'm doing better now, though. Yeah, what was the finger licking thing about? That was so weird. Can you be sleet? What do you mean? No, my God, no. If people put that in their butts, I don't want to put it in my mouth. Yeah. I hope so, Coral. I mean, like, there's been so many protests and stuff, not just this year, right? And it just always seems to not favor the people. It's difficult to tell if someone has a fever just from feeling their forehead or finger up the butt. What? Core body temp is a range from low 36 to about 37.2. If I'm at the bottom of that range and you're at the top, it would feel like you have a fever all the time. Oh. You're gonna have macaroni cheese for dinner? I think I'm hungry. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop a bunch of subs and push myself to a level 5 hype train, and he's gonna be like, what happened? And then he's gonna have to make me food because he said he would. I'm a genius, right? Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this low. I don't know if we can do a workout today. Is that desperate of me? You shouldn't do a workout. Time to sync max. Yeah, designs. I did that today. I am sync maxing. I am sync maxing. He will just make ramen and scam, but that's fine. I just want noodles and egg. That seems not too bad, Freak Me, to put it in the armpit and then clean it. Oh, I don't have access to his account, Voromir. Of course we work out. Let's go. Oof. I don't know, man. I really feel like I'm burning up. Ordering takeout would be cheaper. There is no takeout here. This is literally in the middle of nowhere. There is no takeout. I'm gonna do it. Shit, I should have done it when Designs did the Prime, because then it would have popped. Daily goal hit. Amazing. Thank you, Morale, for your generous support. I just need one person to drop like 100 bits, and I think that will trigger it, because you need 2 events, but you can't do it to yourself. Like, you can't have the same person do the 2 events. I should have jumped on the Voromir Dragon. Herb, thank you. You're the best. Almost there. What? Why didn't it not trigger? Brown Bear, thank you. Hype train incoming. Shouldn't it already be here? Oh, there we. Oh my god. Level 5, let's go. Oh my god, you are the best. You're actually the best. You're all the best. Thank you. Man, you're the best. I am so grateful. I'm gonna put the songs on. Sorry. That fucking little bitch Athene is gonna come make some food like fucking... Sorry. Toxic. Now Unc has to come and cook food. Yes. Big true. Why is it not working? Why do I always have issue with this? So weird. Well, we hit a level 5. It's silent. Yeah, I know it's silent. I don't know why, actually. One sec. Sing it. Party Train. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite songs too. Dum dum da da dum da 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 dum dum da 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 da. Here comes the party train. Dum da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum dum da 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 dum da dum 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 da dum dum dum. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. It's so weird. Oh. Yo!
Hi. Are
Hey.
you live or something?
I'm live, yeah. I'm live and I have a party train, but it's not working.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Party train, let's go.
Party train, Reese,
Let's
Reese!
go. Let's
Reese!
go. Let's go.
Reese!
Let's go,
But it's not
boys.
working! It's party train. Dum dum da da dum da 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 dum dum da da dum dum da 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 da.
See, it's working. It's working. I can't tell the
Party,
difference between you
party,
and the speaker.
da party train. Down, down, da da down, da down, da down, down, da da down, da down, 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 down. Yeah, I don't know. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I have been informed that you wish to have food.
Yeah.
Do you want Dana to fix something, or do you want?
Athene said he would do it if we hit a level 5.
Oh, we're not 5 yet.
We are 5.
Oh, we are 5. All right. Well, so
He's
you
not
can
available.
message me the instructions,
Okay.
caviar, whatever it is you
Yes.
feel
Oh
in
my
the mood
God.
for.
Can
Yes.
I?
Yes.
Oh, that's incredible.
There you
Thank
go.
you,
There you
Reese.
go.
I appreciate
Keep the
it.
train going, boys. Keep the train going.
What happened? What do we wish for? I did not expect that we could wish for things. Now I feel bad asking people. I feel bad. Oh my god. You're so welcome, Draderatic. I don't know why the party train isn't working. Normally just opening up the tab will work for me, but it's not doing it. So strange. Okay. Get your money's worth? Damn, how about like egg sandwich and noodle with egg in it? Please. Is that too much? Is that too much carbs? Thanks for the... I'm sorry I couldn't get the music to work. I'm really sorry. But thank you, Brown Bear. Thank you. Oh my god. That was a very kind of y'all. Let me pull it up. I did not expect... I thought I was going to be doing it alone. Brownberg gifted 9 subs, Herb with the 500 bits, and then me. And then Vinit Designs. Thank you. Alright. That's crazy. How come we got to 5 so fast? That's so weird. It was 19 subs and 500 bits. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess. But like 5 is still very high, no? I thought like you get to like level 3 or something. But yeah, maybe you're right actually. Oh. Oh man, I feel dizzy. Food has been ordered. But I feel bad because I couldn't get the music to work. I don't know why that is. That made no sense. It is what it is, I guess. Oh man, we're getting food. That's nice. Oh my god. I feel bad. I'm messaging them. I feel bad that you guys have to do it. It was supposed to be Bashir. I don't want you guys to have to do it. Oh yeah, that's true, bestie. Yeah. I think I've become a bit blind to like dropping gifted. I just press the 10 gifted or the 5 gifted. Is Athene joining OnlyFans? I'm sorry, maybe he will come back with an answer in real life. He's in a call at the moment. So I guess he can answer that when he comes back, but I don't know if he'll be in OnlyFans. I mean, we are in the server and we got invited last time around, but I know there was a lot of drama. Like there was a lot of people apparently that didn't want him in the guild and whatnot, and that's sad because it's like, come on. Tomorrow's the raid of the German OnlyFans event. Hey Lackey, how are you? Yeah, I'm streaming a lot now. I am streaming a lot now. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I think I have a fever or something. It feels that way, but I guess I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, I feel really, really, really low. Yeah, he got some really dedicated haters out there. I mean, yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I understand, like, his core community being disappointed or, you know, these things, but, like, all the hate, that I don't get. It's a bit much. I mean, I get a lot of hate as a result from it, too. I'm sorry, chat. Today I'm really, really out of it. Some days are like that for everyone, I guess. You did really well this week. Why is it that I don't remember what happened this week? Like, I don't remember anything at all. It's like, did we do well? I don't know. I don't remember. Really, Beastly? Where did you see that? Are you just saying that to make me feel better? I know my reputation is good. I have a bad the only bad reputation I have is my association to Athene. That's the only thing that people think is bad about me. And I mean, a lot of people think it's bad. I've had a lot of people after I organize events and stuff, they're really excited. They're like, oh, Morale was cool. It was really nice. I'm going to follow her. And then they're like, wait a minute, Athene? Oh, this is such a shame. I'm going to unfollow. This is crazy. Glad that I got to know that she's a shady person. It's like, oh, you don't even know me. That's crazy. Just by association. Do I speak Swedish? Ja, det gör jag. Född i Sverige. Växt upp i Sverige. Det får vi hoppas. Hey, Sleeper. One of those people. Damn. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that I think make Bashir unlikable to a lot of people. And I think the way that he is, he never really cared about what other people say or think. He just goes like full steam ahead, especially if he has certain ideas and stuff. But I think in the past, he was not as aware as he is now of like the emotional aspect of people, as crazy as that sounds. He's a very intelligent person, but I think ever since I've known him, and I've known him for a very long time, it's not that he doesn't have emotions. He absolutely has emotions. He's quite an emotional and sensitive person, actually, very sensitive. But I think in the past he just didn't value his emotions so much. And I know he doesn't like when I say it, but it's the truth though. Because he feels like it takes away, or that people who hear it, they will just like use it as an excuse to not like work on themselves, or like to like label him a certain way. But I mean, he definitely has some autistic traits, and it made him a little bit disconnected with the emotional part, but it's something that he's learned to really navigate very well over the years and through experience. And so I think this component was missing sometimes in the past, and as a result, he has been gravely misunderstood. And I think if he looks back to certain things, he's like, oh, he gets it now. But yeah, unlikable and hating is a huge difference. Yeah, but then it's like, he was also one of the first, popular gaming influencers in the world, and so everything and the character that he built his fame upon, Athene, was one that that was a very provocative character. Like Athene, the character is thought-provoking and provoking in general. Like it's almost like the people who get that it's a joke will laugh, but the majority of people didn't understand that it was not real. Kind of like how Casey Tron got so big on Twitch, you know. She was pulling an act and people thought it was real and people would like hate watch her. It's similar with Athene, like a lot of people would like hate watch the character Athene, which was a how do you call it? What's the English word? It was like a satire of the elitist World of Warcraft players of the at the time. But because he had like the title, people couldn't tell if it was real or not. And he's always used that sort of influence to try and have a positive impact. And I think in his excitement and in his ideas and pushing forward, he always like fully believes in everything he does. Otherwise, he doesn't put his weight behind it. And he's good at rallying people to feel the same. But if your projects don't work out, or if, you know, then you've emotionally had people become part of like what you're trying to achieve, but he's also, because he doesn't like put so much weight into the emotional, like for him, he's very logically driven, if that makes sense. So if an idea doesn't work out, he's not emotionally attached to the idea. He just does his best with the information he has at hand and the data he has at hand, and he puts all of his essence behind it, and he gets very excited in that process. And because he's a charming person, he brings along people along the ride, but people don't have that same level of detachment as he does, and he also doesn't understand that people, or he didn't understand how people are different in that regard, I think. But he's grown a lot in this, but you live and you learn, you know. But I know his intent has always, I've known him throughout everything, right? And I've just seen everything and how things have just escalated in terms of his reputation to such a shit reputation. And I know Bashir so well. His intent is so good. He does not, you know, put himself first. And I think that's extremely rare in people. And he really works every day to try and have a positive impact in the things that he does, and to live up to his promises or whatever. He never gives up. But yeah. And I think the mix of like just having been a character that is provocative and like really instigates like those type of emotions, and playing into that over the years with also how society has changed, or like how he's gone about certain projects or whatnot, I think almost no hit piece or whatever that is out there is even accurate, first of all. And I think at this point, like, a lot of people don't even know what is what. They just like, it's kind of like a skunk. You just see the skunk and you're like, oh, get away. Yeah. I mean, it depends what we do, Decimus. Sometimes skunk or raccoon, haha. That's a funny one from yesterday. Oh, Bengy. Yeah. I think Athena is a good person. I don't always agree with how, especially in his past, he would go about things maybe, but I think whenever I've been involved, I know I can always be upfront and honest with him, and we can discuss things, and it's never like his way or the highway, you know. He's very open to feedback and changing things and being wrong, because what he values more than anything is not his own idea, but to do good. And if someone can challenge him in that, he really appreciates it. But I think in order to also be able to challenge him properly, there need to be a foundation where there's not a lot of layers of identity and ego in the way of the arguments. You know, there has to be a certain level of trust in what is being said, and like, yeah, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to anyone right now. I'm like, I notice I'm out of it for sure. Do you think him being around so many different people in the compound over the years has helped him to work on that part of himself? 100%. Yes. He has understood people much better by being in this environment. Yeah, Noblin. He understands people a lot better by being in this environment, but I think what has been the best for him is when people he trusts, or even if it's not people he trusts, if people come to him and with an honest foundation, without emotional bias and without like layers, present another perspective, then he takes it all very, very serious. But it's hard to find people who operate in that way, because most people are emotionally invested in whatever they do without knowing it. And so, because that lack of self-awareness is there in a lot of people, they get very emotionally invested in whatever they push forward to the table without realizing that they're even doing that or why they're doing it and whatever. And then it's hard for him to navigate because he's very, yeah, different. Does Athene have you under his spell? I think it's the other way around. No, I'm kidding. No, he definitely doesn't. I think I'm one of the people in his life that challenge him the most. Hey Cryonic, how are you? I see, bestie. For me, before I can even hate someone or like dislike someone, I try to understand like why. And depending on like the level of effort it is to connect with that person or how honest they are with themselves, it defines whether or not I go through a lot of bullshit. People dynamics and behavior is very interesting. To me. Always has been. Alright, Voromir, enjoy your lurk. I don't know if like anything I say makes sense. Athene is fine. I don't know his past, but for me he's fine. Thanks. He's fine for me too. And I do know his past. And it's also fine that a lot of people like don't like him or have misconceptions about him. It's just so weird. I've been I've been around people where they talk about him like straight in front of me. They don't know that we're like best friends, and they say that guy is an asshole. And I'm like, oh. Oh, Geotrip, thank you. I feel like when I talk about these concepts, they might be really hard to grasp because I'm also like a little bit brain dead now, and I feel like I'm jumping a lot. But I don't know if that's just how it feels when I talk about it. But if you can follow, that's great. Maybe I would try to understand when they are in my real life and I need to interact with them, but online it's not worth my time. Yeah, it depends, I guess. You'd have to ask him, Decimus. I wasn't here around those times, but I definitely don't think it was all trolling, you know. I think he got very excited about the ability of like, because something that has been really important for him always is he's quite intelligent. He has a lot of awareness and he sees a lot of suffering around him. And he has a very strong, honest relationship with himself. And a lot of people do not have an honest relationship with themselves. And for the longest time in his life, he projected the level of honesty he has towards himself onto other people. So he would operate in life thinking that when people were not being honest, that they were bullshitting like the environment, but that they knew that they were not being honest because he was projecting himself. But this is flawed. It's a flawed concept because most people actually don't know themselves, their motivations or why they do what they do. They don't know fully their emotions even. And so by projecting a certain level of honesty with yourself onto other people, you become and you're quite judgmental towards yourself, then you become a judgmental person towards other people too. And I think for him, he's always wanted and cared for impact and like impacting the world and people in a positive way. But I think as he was navigating this himself, it was a bit confusing. Maybe he should be here and talk about this himself. I can't talk for him. I can just speak from my perspective of what I, you know. Hey, Ariane. You do this all the damn time. It's super annoying, very hard to explain to other people. It is right, Dirty Spoon. Crazy room. Do you mean that in a good way or a bad way? I don't know. Cozy room. Oh god. I thought you said crazy room. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ariane. I just walked into the middle of the stream. Hello. Conversation. Yeah, we're just talking about like behaviors and people, and I guess what would I label this? Emotional intelligence, knowing yourself, honesty. Yeah. And so I think in terms of for Bashir, for Athene, I think he projected his honesty that he has with himself, and like his honesty is really up there. Like he's extremely harsh with himself and very honest, and he's also intelligent, so he sees like a lot of things he has reflected and thought a lot since a young age, right? But his weakness was that he thought that everyone else is like that too. And I mean, it's common. We project ourselves all the time onto other people. Oh man, Dirty Spoon. I feel you on that one. And you know the worst part about that? So I'll read what Dirty Spoon said out loud for those of you who are not like reading the chat. I have a Dirty Spoon 77 said, I have a friend who engages in certain behavior that I cannot point out to them because they are not even aware of the behavior themselves. So confronting them would cause a huge, it would be a huge, would cause a huge ordeal. But it's also a problem for Dirty Spoon because it feels like they're enabling that person's bad behavior. So it's a whole thing. But the worst part is, like, you have people, right? They go like, I value honesty, or like, I care about these things. I want people to tell me da 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 da. And then when you do, they can't handle it because they don't know themselves and they aren't so honest with themselves. And like facing that mirror is difficult. And so when they feel triggered or like you're criticizing them, even though that's not really what you're doing, they turn on you in that moment as a form of what is it called, protection, because in those moments when they cannot handle it, they feel attacked, even though it's not an attack. And then if you're pointing it out to them, whether or not they think they can handle it or not, or they say like, oh, I want people to be honest to me or whatever, if they can't handle it, you are ultimately doing more damage than you are doing good if they can't in reality handle the feedback. And oftentimes this is the case with people. They say one thing, but the reality of their emotions is very different. Like their cognitive and their emotional part of the brain is just not aligned. It is frustrating. It's even worse with family. What I would say is, like, depending on where that person is and how much they value honesty, or they're not ready. Yeah, they're not ready. That's just what it is. They're not ready for it, and they're not ready to face that part of themselves. And yeah. And maybe that can give you peace, Dirty Spoon. But I think what you can do is ensure that you don't encourage the bad behavior. And that's a boundary for yourself, or like from an integrity point of view. Like, you can be understanding and you can be there and you can listen or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you encourage the bad behavior. I think that I would need to know what is actually going on to be able to give more proper feedback, but yeah. How come, Zestlash? You have to accept people for who they are and be aware that you can't change them. All you can do is call out the thing that impacts yourself to them. If you care enough about them to be honest to them, it's all you can do. Yeah, it's all you can do, and to not have expectations when you do it. Because whether they change or not completely has to do with the relationship they have with themselves. Now, of course, if you care about a person, you will ensure that the way that you approach it, you will approach it in the best way you think they can understand or be receptive to the information. And depending on the person, that's different, There's no one shoe fits all. Yeah, Decimus, exactly. Yeah. And sometimes people learn by, like, having an example. Like, let's say you have a person, right? And you give them an example of another person, a real life example that they can relate to, that they have experienced or seen in another person. Then they understand. Then they understand by observing it as an outsider. Because sometimes it can be hard for people to really take in information because the identity or ego is in the way, because they don't identify with being a certain way. But when they see it in another scenario, they can relate and they go, I do that. Or like maybe not accepting in that fast, but the connections are triggering, Hey Lovin, I wonder how Morale, the side character, become the main character. Huh? Am I a main character? Aren't we all the main character? Who am I even? It gets trippy when we go that far. It gets trippy when we when we go that far. Not everyone likes that. Storytelling can be powerful, absolutely. Okay, let's see what you said. Because you have CPTSD and wasn't taught good boundaries. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, exactly, Dirty Spoon. So true. Let's look it up. What self-care do we all do? It depends on the situation. Like today, for example, my self-care, I guess, was to not go to the gym and to just like relax in the bed on the stream instead of doing all the things that I had planned in my mind. I feel like my self-care a lot of the time is to go with the flow. Hey, Born Again Shell. What kind of books do I like to read? I see the bookshelf and you're curious. Okay, on this bookshelf is not really necessarily the books that I like the most. On this bookshelf, right at the very end, we have Bashir's book. As crazy as that sounds. My Ego Trip. I have not finished it, but it is very funny. But I think that's because I know him. And then we have Jojo Moyes, The Giver of Stars. I think Jojo Moyes wrote the Me Before You, but I haven't read this one. And then we have here Oneness with All Life. This is from Eckhart Tolle. He did like the Power of Now and A New Earth, which I think are really nice self-help books. I remember reading The Power of Now when I was young, and I thought it was so spiritual and like really like crazy almost. But as and I haven't read it since, so I don't even know how it reads anymore, but I know it's really popular. But I love this one, Oneness with All Life, because that's really what I think is how life is. And this is not really a book. This is a collection of phrases or things from his other books into one book, and it's kind of like the final book that acts as the reminder of everything else from the other books, if you want to read it every now and then. I'll just read one segment here that I guess I've highlighted for whatever reason in the past, which I don't know why I have highlighted because I don't remember, but I have, so I'm just gonna read it. What is arising now is not a new belief system, a new religion, spiritual ideology, or mythology. We are coming to the end not only of mythologies, but also of ideologies and belief systems. The change goes deeper than the content of your mind, deeper than your thoughts. In fact, at the heart of the new consciousness lies the transcendence of thought, the newfound ability of rising above thought, or of realizing a dimension within yourself that is infinitely more vast than thought. You then no longer derive your identity, your sense of who you are, from the incessant stream of thinking that in the old consciousness you take to be yourself. What a liberation to realize that the voice in my head is not who I am. Who am I then? I am the one who sees that. The awareness that is prior to thought, the space in which the thought of the emotion or sense perception happens. It is quite spiritual, G-Ether, yeah. I think Eckhart Tolle is very spiritual, but it's kind of like ego death, identity death, whatever, bullshit. Well, not bullshit. I think it speaks more about the emotional part of like what is, and that's why for some people it can be really weird to absorb. But I think his book A New Earth, I haven't read A New Earth, but I remember Charisse was reading it, and she would read parts of the book out loud for me. And it's kind of like a self-help book, and we would discuss different chapters deeper when she was reading them out. And I thought there was a lot of good information in it when we were talking about it back then. It was many years ago now, but yeah. And then I have a book called Emotional Blackmail. And then Fahrenheit 451, Where the Crawdads Sing, is an amazing book. I cried. The Way of Kings and the Little Book of Stoicism and The Art of War, and then ADHD book. And I have a lot more books over there. But I can just tell you like what books I like. That the books that have had the most impact on me. Harry Potter, Twilight. No, I'm kidding. Harry Potter absolutely is amazing. I loved a little bit more serious books, I guess, is I really loved Factfulness by Hans Rosling. I think it's a great book. It's very well written. It's funny, and it also incorporates facts. He makes you do a little test in the start. I scored really high on it, but the only reason I scored high on it is because of the field of work that I do. I work for a charity organization, a global one. So I knew a lot of like the statistics, but apparently, yeah, it just speaks about how most people don't know it because they're living in the information we have at hand, what we learn in school is so outdated a lot of the times that by the time that, you know, we walk around with misconceptions about the state of the world, like we think it's a lot worse than it actually is, and that things are getting better. And if you look at the data and the statistics, it's quite a lot by quite a margin. And then it talks about what will the future be and like which countries will like, you know, flourish the most and stuff like that. It's very interesting. It's a good book. Factfulness by Hans Rosling. He died. But yeah. Now, that's a great one. I love Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. I think it's a book everyone should read. It's a fantastic book about purpose and meaning, and just like it comes in two parts. There is the first part where he speaks, he's a survivor of a concentration camp in World War II, so Auschwitz, and he speaks about the experience of what everyday life was like when they, you know, the whole process, right? So you have that part of the book, and then the second part of the book is about his work, which is logotherapy. And man, just like those two, like that book is just so fundamentally great. I loved it. I loved it so much. It really gives you perspective, and I think you can grow or learn a lot of things. It just really resonated with me. Another book that I really love is The Mountain Is You. I think that one is a great self-help book, but like on an emotional intelligence level, it really very nicely speaks about human behavior and different like ways of that people self-sabotage and like honesty and like all these things, and it really marks out like different behaviors. So if you have like a girlfriend or something that you sometimes just cannot connect to, I would recommend reading a book like that, because you might actually very easily understand certain patterns much better, and it's very well written, very easy to understand. So that one was good. I love Metro. The book Metro. Metro 33. Is it called Metro 33? I don't know. Like the first Metro. It's a science fiction book, but it's so good. Yeah. He was great. You have Man's Search for Meaning in your shelf, but you didn't read it? You should read it. Yeah, it's good. What other books do I really like? I like Amit Pagidar's Finding Awareness, but I think there are better books in terms of like growth that you can read. What other books? There's probably so many more that I love that I'm just not thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, that one's good. When I read The Mountain Is You, I really like marked out like different parts. What The Mountain Is You really helped me understand was it helped me understand other people better. Because there were certain behaviors that was listed out there that I could see in myself that I was like, oh, okay. But also other behaviors that in the past I've been judgmental of in other people, and I haven't been able to connect, like, why would someone do that, or why da. And it really helped me understand other people better. You've just read one book this year. Last year you're at 22 books. Wow. I'm not much of a reader, actually. Oh, wow, bestie. Body Keeps the Score. I did not read that one. I don't remember who it was. Someone around me was reading that book and it made them really worried. Yeah, I have ADHD. Is Body Keeps the Score by Gabor Mate? Dr. Gabor Mate. He I didn't read that book, but I've watched a lot of his seminars where he kind of talks about no, it's not. It's not him that made that book. Who wrote Body Keeps the Score? And what books did he write? Dr. Gabor Mate books. I think he talks about us. When the Body Says No. He wrote the When the Body Says No. I think they're closely associated, yeah. But I watched a lot of his seminars, and I think there lays definitely stuff in what he says when you're like overworking yourself or when you're working against your emotional part of the brain and stuff like that, and you just push, you do get sick. It's so weird, the body mind connection. And like what that, you know, we might feel okay also, but we need to talk about, like, we need to think about how we treat our bodies, because it does compound. Yo!
If you need more, you just message the kitchen, which is me, and
No, thank you very much. Thanks.
Enjoy.
Thanks. I got an egg sandwich. Hey, Exoheart. You're bipolar, you think? Finally. That was because of the level 5 hype train we got earlier. I think the unconscious and the body are roomies. Definitely. Egg sandwich, yeah. Yum, it's tasty. Did you hire that homeless guy to cook for you? Actually, the chat made him cook for me. That was Reese. It was supposed to be Bashir that made the food, but I think he's in a work call. Oh, no, you don't think you're bipolar, you know. You're on meds. Okay. Yeah, you saw it in the Iceland streams. I brought it with me to Iceland. Actually, it was actually a theme that forced me to pack it. And I was like, I don't have space. And then he literally opened my bag and he fucking shoved the daddy long in there. And he's like, see? It fit. Beastly. The body does things even if you think you're okay, and dreams give you weird shit even if you think things are okay. That's true. Yeah. Oh my god, I just spat my food out from laughing. Yes. He's so goofy. I love him so much. He's the best. I never thought I would be so attached to a plushie, but I am. Yeah, it is. It's actually so good. Food is just better when other people make it. It tastes amazing too. I also hate cooking. Really, Exoheart? I'm not surprised. One happy morale, yeah. Man, how am I getting food everywhere? There was food over here. Free or easy food is the best. One happy morale, yeah. I'm happy. Man, I feel better after eating. Maybe that's all I needed. Damn, hey, Mighty, thank you for the streak. Oh, that's nice. I saw your food, bestie, in the Discord, in the food channel, and I was like, damn, that looks good. This is legit so tasty. I don't want it to end. Let's eat it a bit slower. Så you're Swedish? Swedish? Ja, jag är svensk. I saw you on the charity stream with Mika, Annie, and Storm. Yes, I was organizing that charity event. Welcome. Caviar is nice. But yeah, Exoheart, you're so welcome here. That's cool that you saw me on there. Yeah, thank you. So I work with Save the Children. I've been working for Save the Children for the past 10 years now. And what I do, it's my job. I organize events like that, on-site events anywhere in the world, or also online events on Twitch. So anything Save the Children basically does within gaming or like maybe even the digital space, I'm involved in, basically. Thank you. That means a lot, Exoheart. I mean, that was probably logistically and tech-wise the most difficult and stressful event I've ever put together. Mika also helped a lot. So it was kind of like we did it jointly. She was responsible for the tech part of like technology that feeds out to OBS, and then I was responsible for the tech part of like how that then distributes towards everybody else's streams. And then everything else was organized by me. So like sponsors, logistics, guide, house, planning, content, everything they did. Yeah. Charity milestones. I mean, with their consent, obviously. Like, it was a joint thing. I never want to plan anything that like someone is uncomfortable doing or whatever. And so every step of the way, like all the girls got to say what they thought and what they were comfortable with doing, what they wanted to do, if they had like preferences of certain activities, because we were only there for like X amount of days. So mapping out all of the activities and everything that they did. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but it was tricky. I'm glad the stream worked. Because I think we're the only ones that have done like such a stream from such a location for that time span with that stability connectivity wise. It was a huge feat, actually. You were surprised to see me with S-Fan during the road trip. It was hilarious. I've known S-Fan since his first IRL stream on Twitch. I used to be a lot in his streams like early on when he was a smaller streamer. And yeah, we're really good friends. It's just a shame we live so far away from each other because we have a really good connection. It was a unique concept. Yeah, never again. You learned about streamers' lore. It was crazy, EXO. I got a little bit burnt out after that event. But it wasn't only that event. I was running 4 different projects at the same time. And that was a very big one. But yeah, it was tough. I'm just glad it worked. Because when we got there, it didn't. So we had I had booked in a day prior where I would send everyone in the house to the Blue Lagoon. Because that's kind of like a checkbox. But you're not allowed to film or commercially film in the Blue Lagoon, so I couldn't plan that as part of the content, but I wanted the streamers to be able to experience that when they go to Iceland. So because if you wanted to record commercially in the Blue Lagoon, it costs you had to apply for a license, and it costs on top of it 3,000 euros. So it's it's a charity event at the end of the day. So I contacted another lagoon, which doesn't have that blue thing, but it was Hamsvik, and they made it. They allowed us to come there and film there and do everything for free, and they opened it up for us before any other guests were there. So it was really nice. Oh, hey Dina Pie, how are you? I'm feeling super sick, so we're just in bed right now. But it's so nice to see you. You're at a film shoot. That's amazing. Please go follow Dina Pie. We raided her yesterday. She's so sweet. She plays Arc Raiders. I really thought she was amazing. We ended up talking a little bit about charity. I didn't want to yap in her stream completely, but she is very, very nice. Definitely go give her some love. She was sweet. And she's a filmmaker. Yeah. So we had those all planned out. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna definitely pop by your stream more because I have so many questions. I was looking, and I'm damn, filmmaker, what does she do? What was life like? That's very cool. And thank you. That's very nice. Yeah. So basically, EXO, I planned for everyone to go to the Blue Lagoon apart from Mika and Nolan, so that me, Nolan, and Mika could set up everything for the production before the stream. And the reason we took that whole day was in case we run into any issues, but also so that we could work on the case study that we were going to do for a sponsor, which was Amaran. They are fantastic. They do lights. So Amaran is, they do lighting. They're the daughter company, I think, or they're the sub company of Aperture. And Aperture does professional lighting for films. So an Aperture light can cost $50,000 or something, which is crazy. When you make film, lighting is so expensive. But Amaran is like the budget version of Aperture. So it's part of the same company in a sense, but a sub-brand. And the people at Amaran, oh my god, they were the best. And they had requested like we do a case study. And the whole day that was supposed to go towards the case study with everyone else outside out of the house was just us having to build on the spot a whole new setup in less than 12 hours that could handle the stream, which was crazy and so stressful and a lot of luck. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. Yeah. To give an example of how lucky we were in some regards, we had gotten this very expensive backpack, IRL backpack from Unlimited IRL, like $4,000. It was a huge investment for this. And we had been told that the internet at the cabin that we were going to be at was going to be at a certain speed. It was not. So we could not have our setup in the cabin the way that it was supposed to be. So we had to rely on the backpack that was only meant for portable segments to carry the entire 24-hour live stream. Which, in order to do that, you needed to have a very specific charger for that backpack, which Mika didn't bring because that was not the purpose of like what we were supposed to do. And I had brought so many like power adapters with me because I knew we were going to have to charge so many of the batteries for the portable segments. Like you would have to charge the Starlink, you'd have to charge the backpack and everything. And you have to rotate the batteries, right? And in ice cold weather, batteries die much faster than normally. So like testing and really keeping those things in mind too. There was only one charger that I brought that I was even thinking, maybe this is like a little bit too much to bring. It was like a huge Apple adapter, like charger for like big MacBooks, not even the MacBook Air, but like the fat ones, you know? And it was the only charger that could power that backpack. And if it wasn't for that charger, like the stream would not be as, you know, it wouldn't have happened. So it's like stuff like that. When it's hanging on a thread, it's very not nice. Yeah, EXO. Indeed. It was pretty crazy. Oh my gosh, really, Bear? That's crazy. What city is that? I wonder. Let me know so I never plan a charity event there, that's for sure. Hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Designs. All right. That was good. That was nice. I never went out, Beastleet. I had to run the whole production from inside. I never went out. And Normally, I would have been someone who like does the camera work or the Starlink work and stuff, but I wanted to give the opportunity to the other people, so I just, yeah. I sacrificed myself. I was also the last one to go to bed and the earliest one to get up every single day. It was bad. Ah, I see, brown bear. Cool. I'm reluctant to visit Sweden again. My hotel room's window didn't open and I felt claustrophobic. It seemed normal there. It's normal in a lot of places in the world, Borna. I don't know where you're from, but a lot of places in the world you cannot open the hotel room windows. And it's for safety reasons. It's so that people don't like prompt up the window and fall out of the window. It's really, I also don't like it when it's like that. But not all hotels in Sweden are like that. And this is common across the world from what I've seen. I travel a lot for work and I just see this across the board. But I hate when I get a room where you can't even open it a little bit with like a safety thing because you can't get like air flow. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's even worse because in Sweden, like then if the room doesn't have airco, you're not really getting fresh air into the room. I had that actually last DreamHack. I was at a hotel and it had no airco and you couldn't even open the door, like the window a little bit. And even if you opened the door, the room was located so far down the hall that like there was no flow of air, really. So the room got stuffy very, very fast. It was crazy. You also tried to open your window a little, but you couldn't. Try to turn down the thermostat, and I thought the wheel was stuck, so I pushed harder and broke it off. Oh my god. Yeah, and then you're in a room where like you can't even adjust the temperature. Yeah. Yeah, air conditioning, yeah. True, Bufu. It's the same in Sweden, man. How nice that Dina Pie came in and said hi. That made my day. I mean, it makes my day when all of y'all are in here too, but it's like, I don't think I've ever rated someone and then they come back in to my channel. Unless it's someone like I know, like Michi or you know. That's so nice of her. I wonder what type of films she does. She's a filmmaker. It's interesting. People have all different walks of life. Did you hear something from Ellen? Did her move go well? Oh no, I didn't check in with her actually. I would assume, I hope her move went well. Yeah. It was our first time seeing her too, EXO. Yeah, it was. One question. What's up, Bufu? I was thinking of coming. When did you want to vacuum the room? At midnight? No, that was all. That's the to-do list from last stream. I just didn't update it. Honestly, I felt so low today before the stream that I didn't even change anything. I just went live and I'm like in bed. And I think since it's so late, we'll keep it that way. No workout today. No workout. No renovation. Tomorrow is a new day. Did I eat? Yeah, I just ate. Just now, an egg sandwich. It's the weekend, recovering is a good idea. I think so too. I think so too. I think tomorrow, if I'm not coming down with some sickness or whatever, it'll be a bit of a productive stream. We're gonna probably work a lot on stream, so like a co-working stream. To-do list being like, go to the bathroom, have breakfast. Sols, I know you make fun of me, but like literally the stuff that I struggle with the most in my day is go to the bathroom, have breakfast, shower. And then you can give me like a really high level like work thing, and that's not a problem for me, but like getting to the basics is really what I struggle with. Oh really? How was it, Bufu? What is TLC, Decimus? Tender love and care. Is that what it stands for? Naturally, I just felt like maybe that's what it is. Hey Kazaf, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Is it good? Yeah, that's when I really clock in, I lock in and power through. And then I get into like a zone. Is it? I feel like my ancestors would spit or roll in their grave. I sometimes think about that, like life today in so many ways is so much easier than life like 100 years ago. But then again, in some ways, life 100 years ago were probably easier than life today. Mentally. I don't know. Yes, EXO. 100%. There's the urgency and the novelty attached, and like it's sometimes hard to motivate yourself. That's why, like, even for like these basic things, I make a to-do list so I can like check it off. So I go like, done, I did it. Otherwise I don't do it. Easier also doesn't mean better, true. I wonder if you would go back in time, right? And bring a person from the past to this future, if they would trade it or not. If they would miss home. Like, you know what I mean? They would probably love to be in our spot, right? And if we were going back to their life, would we love it? Or would we miss home? Yeah, it's interesting. I feel the comforts of the world they probably would levitate towards, but I wonder if they would just very quickly get depressed. Or maybe not, because you come with the perspective of how hard things could be. So you're like, I do not take things for granted. I love life here and I will nurture it through every essence of my being. And we would go there and we'd be like, oh my God, I hate my life. And then everyone would be like with a whip over us, and they're like, damn you lazy. We would be bored and appear lazy. Yeah, for sure. Would it though? Maybe they would adapt real fast, like faster than anyone else. Because maybe they don't take it for granted, so they actually like have the excitement of learning everything and like taking on a lot. And because they have the grit of like what it is to work hard, like physically, like it wouldn't phase them so much. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's interesting. And how much of ourselves do we project that just even thinking about this thought experiment? I would love to simulate it one day. They also died younger, that's true. They would find more value in the little things than us. Yeah, it's crazy how fast we adapt, right? It is insane, actually. Same EXO, I'm the same. I also feel really good in the simple things, like working with your hands and like long work, like tedious work, is so peaceful in a sense towards the mind. I don't know. And your body, I feel like we're made to be doing that. I don't think we're made for this high speed internet technological advancements age. But we adapt. Yeah, for sure. What is the big four? Don't know what that is. Hey, Free Soul. You're turning 46 this May? Yeah. You'll be fine, Bufo. The kids nowadays don't know any different. In time, we'll be asking them for help, just like our parents are asking us. Yeah, that's true. Overstimulated life. Oh, I didn't know that, Zest. Ages mentality. I definitely don't feel like I'm 35. It's like when I was a young kid and someone was 35, like, no, man. Maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe I should act more my age. But what is even my age supposed to be? I don't know. It's a weird time to be alive. And if you, like 100 years ago, or maybe more, a lot of people didn't even make it to be so old. What age do I consider old? Like 80? 80 years old, maybe, is old. 73? You're getting there? You're 84 in June, feeling 72? No way, Nikki. No way. I don't believe you. Alright, Benge. Take care of your neck. No, you're not wrong, Silver. We're definitely the same age range. Yeah, like, I'd be old in medieval times. I'd be an elder. Yeah, me too. Dude, I'd be like a witch, probably. You're 34 in March, and I feel like I'm 25. Dude, I also feel like I'm 25. And I'm 35. The 30s, the new 20. You know how all the 30-year-olds would say that in the past? 30's the new 20. Dude, I'm 35 and I feel like 25. Yeah, maybe that's true, EXO. I don't know if I thought about it that way either. Fully, you know, the way that I described before, but yeah. Is that so, Rarity? I feel like what people consider old back in the day is not old anymore. People tend to be more active and young at heart nowadays. True, I guess. But you know what I'm feeling? This is maybe a little weird twist to it. I feel like that there are people that are much younger, like the teenagers now. I feel like they feel quite oldish, some of them. Do you know what I mean when I say that? I don't know how to describe it. Is it because maybe like younger people now, like really young people, are using a lot of makeup or they care about looks, so they tend to like look older, or you know, or they do stuff to their faces and stuff? I don't know. I feel like young kids nowadays feel older in how they view life or what they value in life than what that age was when I was that age. Did I explain that well? I don't know. I remember when 9/11 happened. I was outside with my friends, and one friend had a cell phone. And he got a call from his mom that said, and we had just learned about the towers. We had learned about the highest buildings that there existed in the world, like the Empire State Building is this high, or the World Trade Centers are this high, and the Eiffel Tower is that like height. And so then he was off the call, and it was like 6 p.m. because I remember the church bells in that little village that I lived in was ringing around that time. And he was like, he got off the phone and he said, the Twin Towers just fell. And like, we had learned what the Twin Towers was in school just like a few weeks before. So we were like, huh? And we didn't really register what it meant until the next morning in school, when they brought a TV into the classroom and everyone watched the news together the first thing in the morning. The teacher rolled in the TV on this stroller, and then we watched the news, all of us, and that's when we were like, oh my god. Yeah, Silver, same. We're so old we remember TVs on trolleys. Yes. That's crazy, Decimus. You can use them. You were in school and we got sent home early. Yeah, true, EXO. podcast new episode when? With a theme. I need to renovate that room and actually turn it into a podcast room. I think that would be the best. Although, if he would have been here today, if he wouldn't have been in calls, I think we would have had conversations that really levitate towards like what podcast conversations would be like. Yeah. Wow, Silver. Oh my god, bestie, are you serious? Yeah, I mean, you can't fault them, right? Damn. Yeah. Crazy. Imagine how much the generations past think that we're missing, you know? I remember when smoking was considered healthy and doctors smoked like locomotives. I remember when smoking, you could still smoke like at the club. I remember when, well, I was not old enough to be in the club, but I remember like my sister was. And it was like they were passing this bill where it became illegal to smoke inside. So you had to have dedicated like smoking areas. And before you could just smoke wherever, however. And in school, we had to have a debate towards whether or not we thought this was a good pass of the law or not. Crazy. Now imagine like all these old films like Pretty Woman or like, you know, like the well, old films, it's not really older films, but like so many of the older movies, you see people smoke a lot more in older movies. Isn't it fascinating? Hey Glugla. Everyone had a cig in their hand. Uh-huh. Exactly. She didn't believe you when you told her how you got videos before YouTube? No way. Hey, welcome back, Muhammad Ali. They made smoking feel innately cool. We were very effectively brainwashed. Yes. Yep. So fascinating. So how much of the world today is basically the modern day smoking is cool concept? What is it that we do today that we're just brainwashed about? I wonder. Now it's Zen and vape. You mean Zyn? Isn't Zyn like snus? Like for Swedish people, you know what I mean. And I know like snus now is becoming popular in other places of the world as Zyn. Dude, Brazilian butt lifts, lip filler. BBLs. Lol, bestie, that's so funny. BBL. But But damn though, like when it comes to appearance and stuff, looks maxing. We're brainwashed to think political activism is crazed and uncool. Are we? I've gotten to the age where all these younger trends mean nothing to me and I feel old. I remember in high school when vaping wasn't banned indoors yet, a student in bio class was vaping and my bio teacher said he was giving a robot a blowjob. I thought it was the funniest thing. What, Namuli? That's such an effective way to make a kid feel stupid about vaping. Natural beauty is somehow undervalued. Like if you look at like the high school catalog of my school and like the 10 years high school catalog before that, people were not that pretty, you know, like in comparison to like if you would look now. So I definitely think people have somehow attributed more attention to their appearance, but I think that there is something very beautiful in the untouched, in the rawest natural being and beauty, and that is how different everyone looks when you just are as nature intended you to be. Because it's really like now a lot of people look very similar, whereas in the past I feel like everyone was very much more unique in their appearance. Or is that just in my head? Maybe I'm on the internet too much. But I think it's starting to shift, Beastly, because I think at one point, like, everyone was starting to look the same on social media. And it's really interesting how the beauty standard has become a morphed version of being black, Asian, and white, like all meshed into like a one Frankenstein that looks very aesthetically pleasing. But then like when everyone gets surgery and they look like that, it starts to become the new normal. And then what looks beautiful is actually what stands out. And then so maybe some more ethnic features are starting to become more pretty because they just stand out so much in comparison to what everyone looks like. And that's fascinating how that works, like just as a trick on the mind. Like you levitate towards what's different, what really stands out. Yeah. You say, I sincerely don't understand why people get lip filler. I think it looks awful. The thing is, right, what you think looks awful is the lip filler when people have overdone it. There are so many times and so many people that get lip filler and you wouldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to tell. It just looks very natural. And they don't go for like big or like even duck lips or anything. It's just a completely natural lip that just looks full and nice and healthy. And you wouldn't know. You wouldn't even know. Hey, Twix. I want to see the results of these procedures in 40 years as nobody knows the long-term effects. when it comes to like lip filler and stuff, it will just dissolve. Or like the majority of it will dissolve. When it comes to like surgeries and like BBL and stuff, ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah. What I do know is I miss a simpler time. Like, if I could turn back time, I would love to re-experience something like high school. Or like, you know, at least at my age, like high school back then, not high school now. I would probably hate high school now. Poor kids growing up now. But before the internet was what it was today. Like really at the peak, you know, like when the first PlayStation came out, or like when the second PlayStation came out, you know, that age. That was, to me, right, prime time. You were at the cusp of like new technology and like things are very exciting, but you're still living in the old world, you know? I resonate with that so much. I miss the pre-internet era so much. I was talking to Miji the other day, like we were like, remember when you had to call your friends like to their family phone because cell phones weren't a thing? It's like, hey, is Hannes at home? Hey, it's Maral. Is Hannes at home? Yeah, like their landline. Is that what it's called in English? Landline, like their house phone? Or like bike to your friend's home, or like just ring the doorbell and be like, is Maral home? Man, how many times did I have my friends just show up at the door? And be like, do you want to come out? Do you want to come out? Like, who has a landline now? Does anyone even have a fixed line or like a landline? Yes, EXO. So much fun. Like, I feel like that whole dynamic as well just allowed you to also grow a lot of resilience, like emotional resilience, that I think growing up now you're not confronted with. Like, we're a lot more comfortable. You don't have to get out of your comfort zone. But like, if you wanted to hang out with your friend, you had to do that. And I mean, it almost came so naturally that it wasn't even something that would give you anxiety or whatever. And then when I got older, I heard like, oh yeah, my cousin, you know, no, never mind, whatever. That's probably the worst part, being expected to be reached 24/7. Yeah, for sure. You still have a landline? Nice. I remember my parents searching for me because I stayed outside too long. Same. So if I were to go to a friend's house that my mom didn't know that I was going to go there or be there, I would have to call home and be like, hi mom, I'm at Camilla's place, da 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 da. And I forgot to tell my mom that I was going to this other girl's home. Her name is Sophia, and she was not in my class. But when I grew up, and you were and you were in school, every household would get a list of every classmate, their full name, their house, their landline number, and like their date of birth and everything, right? So like we called it klasslista, like the class list. And I was at a girl's place that was not in my class, and I was there until like 10-11 p.m. in the night with her family. And my mom was calling every single person on my class list, like to every single home, asking, where is Maral, where is Maral, where is Maral? And then all the families in my class, they started getting worried because like we lived in a very small town. It was literally, if you translate the name of my town where I grew up, the name of my town was Ytterby, which means outer village. There's not a lot of people living in the outer village, okay? So like everyone was like super worried about where Morale is, why she's gone, like we can't find her. And I was just having the best day ever at Sophia's place because she had a computer. She had a computer and it had computer games. And we played Hugo and we played Mysteriet på Greveholm on PC, which was like crazy. And yeah, it was just the best time. And then suddenly my mom is calling. Like the mom comes in, she's like, yeah, Morale, your mom is on the phone. And I'm like, oh. And then I pick up and my mom is screaming at me. Why haven't you called? Da, 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 da. And then we got picked up and like the police was looking for me and like it was like a whole last thing. The next day in school when I got home, when I got to school, everyone in my class were like, where were you? Where did you go? It was this whole ordeal about me disappearing that time. Yeah. Yeah, Mysteriet på Greveholm was an epic game, actually. Yeah. My poor mom. You know, and like friends going on bikes, looking in the town for me, you know, it was a whole thing. But my friend Sophia, she lived really far away. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. It's very late. It's 10:12. And if I'm gonna get up tomorrow and we're gonna stream again, and we're gonna have a morning stream and like getting into gear tomorrow, I do need to get some sleep. And I also have some work that I need to finish off still. It has been a pleasure. I was feeling so low, but after the food and your company, I feel so much better. So hopefully tomorrow all restored so that we can stream. I'll keep y'all in the loop on Discord. So if you don't follow the Discord yet or you're in the Discord or here's my social, join the Discord, chill out, have a good time, and I'll probably see you tomorrow right here in bed while we get ready for the day. It's so good being nostalgic about the olden days. I totally agree. Okay, let's raid into someone. Let me check here real quick. Yeah, I'm better. It's all thanks to y'all. Thank you. It's been great company. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Let's raid into Chronic. Let's go. Let's send them some love, just a heart or something. And that's all for today. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. If not, check out the Discord. And peace out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Bye. Mwah. Did we read? Oh yeah, we did. Cool. Yay!